Hello friends, welcome to Win Gravita, and today we are going to talk about the part 4 video of acids, bases and salts, and this is for class 7. Okay, so in this video we will talk about the properties of acids. Okay, so before going to what is properties of acids, what are properties of acids, we have to clear first, what is properties. So properties is nothing but the sentences which describe the nature of the substance. So what is properties? Properties are the sentences which describe the nature of the substance. So here in this case the substance is acid. So properties of acids means the sentences which describe the nature of the acid. How it behaves with the world, how it interacts with other substances. All these things are described by this properties or these sentences. Okay, so what are properties? What are properties of acids? Properties of acids are the sentences which describe the nature of the substance. So here in this case the substance is acid. So properties of acids is nothing but the sentences which describe the nature of the acid. Okay, now let's go to the first point. So the first point here is that acids taste sour in nature. Okay, so you have lemon here, lime, this is lime, this is lemon, this is orange, this is grape. Okay, all these fruits will taste sour, isn't it? We know that. So that's because they contain citric acid. Okay, this citric acid is sour in taste. Okay, so as this citric acid is sour in taste and they're also in these fruits, the fruits also taste sour. So these fruits, as it contains citric acid, it is also referred as what? It is also referred as citric fruits. So citric acid, as it is there in these fruits, it's also called, these fruits are called citric fruits. Okay, so now let's go to the second point. So the second point is that strong mineral acids are corrosive in nature. Okay, so what are strong mineral acids? I taught you this in the second part, isn't it? So what are mineral acids? Mineral acids are the acids which are made in labs. Okay, they don't occur in nature so frequently, and strong mineral acids are our big boys, that are hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid and nitric acid. All these big boys are what we refer to strong mineral acids. Okay, so strong mineral acids are corrosive in nature. What is corrosive? Corrosive, the word corrosive literally means to cause damage. To cause damage. Okay, to cause damage. So strong mineral acids, our big boys over here, can cause damage. Okay, so if you pour acid into the wood, it reacts immediately and causes damage. If you pour acid into your cloths, it would just pierce through the cloths, the two layers of cloths, and just come to the other side. That's insane, isn't it? So it can also damage metals, it can react with metals, and also when you mix nitric acid with hydrochloric acid, okay, in a certain ratio, you get something known as aqua regia. What it is? Aqua regia. We know this, isn't it? So this aqua regia, what it does? It even reacts with gold, copper, silver, all these metals. So why I am telling like this? Because that these metals such as gold, silver, copper, all these metals don't react with other substances, but aqua regia is so much powerful that it makes the gold and copper to react with this aqua regia. Okay, so that much powerful is this aqua regia. Okay, so that much powerful is aqua regia. So what did we see in this point? Strong mineral acids are really corrosive in nature. They are so furious, so they cause insane damage. Okay, so let's go to the third point. So the third point is that they are soluble in water. Okay, So they are soluble in water. So if you mix hydrochloric acid or any acid in water, they completely dissolve. Okay. If you mix salt in water, it's just like crystal clear solution, isn't it? After 2 seconds of stirring that solution, isn't it? So when you dissolve the acids, it will not obtain such an crystal clear solution, but it will have some color. Okay. So acids are soluble in water, but when it dissolves, it doesn't produce like clear crystal solution or something like that. It will have some color. Okay. That is because it is acid. Okay. So they react with metals to form salts and hydrogen gas. Okay. What it forms? So when it reacts with metals, it forms salts and hydrogen gas. So let's see that. So metals, when they react with acids, they form salts plus hydrogen gases released. Okay. So what is this arrow representing? This arrow represents that the gas is released. Okay. Hydrogen gas is released from this reaction that is happening. Okay. So let's take an example. So sodium is a metal, and let's take HCl. Okay. When they react with each other, they form NaCl plus hydrogen gas is released. So actually the word salt doesn't refer only to sodium chloride, that is here. Okay, sodium chloride is a table salt. Okay, so this salt doesn't only refers to sodium chloride. Okay, so there are lots of other salts too, such as magnesium chloride, okay, aluminium chloride, we have calcium chloride. Okay, there are tons and tons of other salts too. Okay, so let's consider an example like this over here. So magnesium plus hydrochloric acid gives us magnesium chloride plus hydrogen gases released. Okay, so let's consider another example. Magnesium plus sulfuric acid, our furious boy, and if they react with each other, they will form what? Magnesium sulfate plus hydrogen gas is released. Okay, so whenever a metal reacts with acid, they often form salts plus hydrogen gas. Okay, so let's take a look at the last point that is over here. That is, they react with carbonates to form salt water and carbon dioxide. Okay, now let's look at it. Okay, it's really simple. So carbonates plus acids, when they react, it gives us what? It gives us salt plus water plus carbon dioxide. So what are carbonates here? What is it? So carbonates are the compounds which have CO3 in its last. Okay, so for example, calcium carbonate, it has the CO3, and we have magnesium carbonate, it has CO3. Okay, all these compounds are carbonates because it has this CO3 in its last. Okay, so please don't first confuse it with bicarbonates. Okay, if there are an H in front of the CO3, it is not an carbonate. Okay, so this is called bicarbonate. For example, sodium bicarbonate. Okay, so sodium bicarbonate has this formula. So please don't confuse with carbonates and bicarbonates. So bicarbonates will have an H in front of this little c over here. Okay, so is this a carbonate or bicarbonate? It's a bicarbonate. Okay, it is bicarbonate. These are all carbonates because it doesn't have a C in the front of CO3. Okay, so let's talk about it. Talk about the reaction. Okay, so let's consider calcium carbonate, CaCO3 plus let's consider HCl. Okay, when they react with each other, they give us a salt. So the salt here is calcium chloride. Okay, calcium chloride plus water plus CO2. This is the product of the reaction when the carbonates and acids react with each other. Okay, So this is how the carbonates and acids react with each other. Okay, so the last point, they have a pH value ranging from 0 to 6. Okay, so what is pH? So pH is nothing but this value determines whether an substance is acidic or basic. Okay, so acidic substances will have this pH value of ranging from 0 to 6. Okay, there are like many values, so let me write it down. So these are the values of the pH. Okay, so acidic substances have a pH value which can range from 0 to 6. So some acids can have pH value of 2, some acids can have pH value of 5, and some acidic substances can have a pH value of 6. Okay, so different acids have different pH values, but all the acids in common will have that pH value between 0 and 6. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3. The acids which have these pH values are really strong. Okay, so the next is that the acids which have the acidic substances which have 3 and 4 pH are moderate. Okay, they are moderate. The acidic substances which have a pH of 5 and 6, they are weak. Okay, they are all weak acidic substances. Okay, 7 is the neutral pH. Okay, neutral substances have a pH value of 7. Okay, so they are not acidic, they are not also basic. Okay, basic substances have pH values ranging from 8 to 14. Some can have 11 pH, some can have 14, some can have 9. Okay, this is what is pH. Okay, so some basic substances have 14. Okay, some can also have 8 or 9, but in common all the basic substances pH varies from 8 to 14, and in common acids pH vary from 0 to 6. So 7 is not acidic and not basic. Okay, so it is neutral. Okay, so for example, pure water is neutral. Okay, it is a neutral substance and has an value of 7, that is pH. Okay, so this is what is pH. So acids have a pH value ranging from 0 to 6. So if you want to know more about this pH, okay, in detail, or the basics, okay, the standard foundation of this pH, I have actually uploaded in a separate video about only pH. So if you want more information about pH, you can refer that video. Okay, so let's get a summary of this. So acids taste sour. Strong mineral acids are corrosive in nature. They are soluble in water. They react with metals to form salts and hydrogen gas. They react with carbonates to form salt water and carbon dioxide. And they have a pH value ranging from 0 to 6. So thank you for watching, guys, and please subscribe my channel and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.